Whoa, I knew I shouldn't drink that green milk. Milk does a body green. Got Tums?
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Green Lantern Movie Masters 12-inch Talking Hal Jordan Matty Collector exclusive. Now this figure comes in this huge, awesome Miller box. It says Green Lantern right there. It says includes 3 AA batteries, so that's awesome. You get batteries in there. But this Miller box is huge and it has that cool Green Lantern art all on each sides of it. It's a very vibrant Miller box. It's really cool that Matty just didn't just ship this in a white box. On the back of the Miller box is the Green Lantern symbol with the Green Lantern oath. If you guys don't know this oath by now, you will by the end of this review. And this is the actual packaging of the figure when you take it out of the Miller box. Really big box. It's way bigger than this figure, but it's really cool. You can see Hal Jordan in there. And if you notice in the background, you can see the Green Lantern characters from the movie, all the different ones like Not Kiloy, and we got Rodlon Fan, and just so many ones. Can you guess them all? It's like, where's Waldo in here? But it's very cool. Like you can see all of them in there. It's very cool little this display piece that Mattel did for Mint and Seal box collectors, and it has a little opening so you can try and hear the lights and sounds if you are a Mint and Seal box collector, which is very cool. It says Green Lantern Movie Masters Hal Jordan, and on the sides here has that cool little green energy. And on the back here gives a little detail about the Movie Master. It says recites oath in voice of Ryan Reynolds, and shows the off the figure 4 different light up effects, and you can how powers up when ring is near emblem. A die-cast power ring can be stored here. Well, it's time to beware his power, Green Lantern's light! And here we got Hal Jordan in all his green glory. He is a big figure with some really cool features, and so let's take a closer look at the figure first. So this Hal Jordan is basically a 12-inch version of the 6-inch Movie Master one we got in. The big differences, of course, is that he has pupils, and they're green, which is cool, green irises, which is very awesome. Very nice metallic paint. The brown on here is really cool. It has this kind of hollow feel, but that's because of the lights and sound feature, which I'll get to. But the paint apps are pretty good. Skin tone, really nice. Definitely, it's not Hot Toys quality, but this is $60, so this is like 1/3 the price. But the paint on his body is really nice. Gives that cool like rib effect, and I like the different shadings in there. And you can see the ring. This arm and this body will all light up, which I'll get more into, but I really like the different shades of green that we got. He still has that weird kind of, I'm gonna hold something, but he doesn't come with a lantern, which kind of sucks. But I really like the design and sculpting. There's a hole right here, which I'll get into. And overall, it has that darker green that's supposed to be black from the comic. And like I said, if you have the 6-inch Hal Jordan, you know what to expect. This is just a little bit more detailed, with different eyes and everything, but overall it looks still really nice. For articulation, Hal Jordan's head can fully rotate and can only go up and down a little bit, which is unfortunate. Now this arm can fully rotate, goes in and out up to that much. It bends at the elbow. It's same problem with the 6-inch one. It can only bend that far, but it does rotate. It also rotates to the wrist, no in and out like the 6-inch one. Now this arm can go up and back this far, and it doesn't have any elbow or wrist articulation, but that's because this arm will light up, so I can forgive it for that. Same why there's no waist articulation. This whole section is lights and sound, so I understand why they couldn't do it. It would have been cool if they could somehow come up with it, but I understand. The legs do go in and out a little bit, as well as forward and back, not too much. Bend at the knee. It can rotate at the knee, but it's kind of tricky. I don't know, you can try it, but whatever. And then the ankles do rotate. They don't pivot, but they do pivot forward and back. So it has a pretty good articulation. Now you do get a nice die-cast Green Lantern ring, which is very nice. I really love the material it's made. It has a bigger hole, which, for people like me, it's going to be loose. For probably bigger guys or kids or whatever, your fingers will fit you better. One thing I don't like, it has the numbers right there. I wish they didn't have to do that. But comparing it with the die-cast ring this is the one that came with the Movie Masters maskless Hal Jordan. You can see it is slightly bigger, and you can see the ring hole is bigger too. So like I said, it'll fit me, but it's going to be very loose. And of course, you got the space, which is where the sounds will come out of. Unfortunately, there's no sounds that come out of the figure itself. It needs this thing, and it needs this little metal thing, which I'll get into here. But the speaker is right here. It's shaped in the Green Lantern symbol, which has the light green right here and darker green. It has this cool kind of like alien rocky look to it. And what's cool is that you can actually place the ring on here, which I'll show in a second. It's a really cool thing. And underneath here, this is where it takes the batteries, the AA batteries, and it has the on and off switch right there. So that's very cool. You just unscrew it right there. When you place the ring on here, it's really cool. Now watch, if you notice here, it actually lights up the ring, which is very cool. Now, the reason why there's a hole in this back, and thank God they didn't put the hole in his butt, because oh my God, I have a field day with all the jokes, but you would actually insert it into here. Once you push them into the metal insert thingy, it gives this cool little power-up sound, and it also lights up green. Notice while it's on the ring will be flickering green. You put on the ring and then you would just put it right next to his chest. And it does one of 4 different light patterns and sounds, which is really cool. It's really bright and really vibrant, and you can see it lights up his ring and his arm, which is very cool. I think that's a really cool effect. Kids would definitely get a hold of it, love this effect. And you can place the ring back on here. Now, there's a little button right here that when you press it,
in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. But those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
you'll start seeing the Green Lantern's oath in Ryan Reynolds' voice, which is really great. It's not a crappy voice actor. That's not John 3.0 reciting, you know, the Green Lantern oath, just be generic. It's really cool that they actually got Ryan Reynolds to do it, which is really cool. And I like the way he says it. It's like Green Lantern's light. He's just saying it very calm, like the first time he says it. You get an idea how bright this is. Not only the flickering effect right there, but look at this when you place it. Yeah, you can see it's not completely dark in my room, but you can just see how freaking bright this light is. I just absolutely love that effect. It is so freaking cool. One last cool thing is that when you remove it from the base will do a power down sound, which is a really cool touch that Mattel added in there. I really like that. Look, Carol. Now we can do with the lights off. Hal! So always comparison time. So here you can see the 12-inch Movie Master Hal Jordan's great scale with Hot Toys figures like the Hot Toys Batman Against Batman, as well as the 12-inch Barbie Carol Ferris that was released at San Diego Comic-Con. It is bigger than the 10-inch lineup one that we got earlier this year, as well as twice the size as the Movie Masters Hal Jordan and DC Universe Classics Hal Jordan. Now, if you're a Green Lantern fan and you're a sucker for 1/6 scale figures and lights and sounds, you will love this figure. It's a great display piece. It's really cool that the ring interacts with the figure and the lights up, and I like that it says how the Green Lantern of when Ryan Reynolds' voice, which is really great, a really big plus. I'm a sucker for that. It doesn't have as much articulation as the 6-inch Movie Master or the Hot Toys one that will be coming out there. But at only $60, and this is still available at this time at MannyCollector.com, you know, $60 is actually a pretty good deal, you know, for a 12-inch figure that has lights and sounds, a really cool base and ring. So I would say it's a really good deal. Like I said, if you don't care for lights and sounds, or you want more detail and articulation, wait for the Hot Toys one. But overall, I really like this figure and I recommend it. For more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember to celebrate your nerdom in a big way. In brightest day, in blackest night.
Urban Collector is tight. If you like superhero video game, movie, action figures, replicas, t-shirts, and more, check out Urban Collector. They take all credit cards and PayPal, plus do pre-orders with urban-collector.com. You don't need a power ring to be a superhero, but I think they sell them too. Awesome!
Beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Beware my box office. I'm Batman. How much money did your movie make at the box office, Jordan? You're such a dick, Batman.